command them to come out. Anywhere that idol is in your family.
From our family, somebody be quiet. Stand right. Stand right. Stand.
We had to go for a scan because of the size of the baby that is too big. It will not be through normal delivery, that it will be through operation. On the Wednesday, we had to come here. I brought my wife. He prayed. That very day, after praying for us, he said, go and give birth to your baby and deliver your baby, that there is no problem. And then that 29, I was called around 3 a.m. that my wife has put to bed.
Put your hands together for Jesus Christ.
It came miraculously in a way, but it was not even in a hospital. She gave birth right in the house.
I'm here to give God all the glory because He has done a great thing in my home, in my family.
Whatever report that the doctor give you, whatever verdict that has been passed over your life, God has the final say. Good morning, church. My name is Adolphus Thomas from Ebonyi State. And the beautiful woman beside me is my wife. It all started early this year. My wife said she was feeling somehow. And we went for a test, for a malaria test. There was nothing. So we had to go for a pregnancy test. Lo and behold, she was pregnant. This pregnancy, actually, we didn't really plan for it because of the state of my health. I was disturbed, actually, so I went inside the house, I prayed. I cried to God, why now that things are like this? Somehow I heard a voice talking to me that my grace is sufficient unto you. It was so real that after I heard that voice, I stopped worrying about it. I started giving glory to God. She was actually supposed to give birth, but that due date passed. We had to go for a scan. In that scan, they discovered that the baby has already come down, but they didn't know what is still holding the baby from coming forth. So they also said that because of the size of the baby that is too big, it will not be through normal delivery, that it will be through operation. That alone got me worried as well. I didn't know what to do. And within that period, there was lots of confusion. My mother was sick. My children, all of them were very sick. Together with my wife, I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. I ran to the man of God in a mountain. I explained to him, this is what I'm passing through. He encouraged me to bring my wife. On the Wednesday, we had to come here. I brought my wife. He prayed. That very day, after praying for us, he said, go and give birth to your baby and deliver your baby, that there is no problem. So at the course of that Wednesday service, the man of God declared to everyone that you should go, that you will have a dream tonight concerning your situation. That very night, I had a dream. That dream, I came back home. I saw crowds of people in the house. As I walked in, I saw my wife carrying a baby. I carried the baby. I was so happy. I asked her, when did you deliver? She said on the 29th. This is happening on November. About, I think, the 3rd Wednesday of November. So, she said on the 29th. I said, wow, glory be to God. I woke up from that dream. It was as if there was a heavy burden that was lifted out of me. I felt so light. I felt so relaxed. I stopped worrying about the issue. So we stayed, I called my wife. I told her this is the dream I had. She also told me about the dream she had concerning my health too. That she had a dream where I started work. I was no longer sick. I said, glory be to God. It will all come to pass. So on the 28th, we had to go for to the hospital again. So I told her she should go and retrieve the scan result from them, that if nothing is done after that 29, I will take her to another hospital. So which she went, she retrieved the scan result from the health center. And then that 29, I was called around 3 a.m. that my wife has put to bed.
Put your hand together for Jesus Christ.
It came miraculously in a way, but it was not even in a hospital. She gave birth right in the house.
Put your hands together for Jesus Christ. Let's hear from Mama.
Good morning, church. My name is Peace Thomas Nwekuyo. The man beside me is my husband. I'm here to give God all the glory because He has done a great thing in my home, in my family. First testimony I have is concerning my husband's health. It was not easy since the beginning of this year. But one day, one of my friends came to the house and told me, have you heard that one of the evangelists of Prophet T.B. Joshua is coming to you? I said, I don't know. So that I told her, okay, come and let my husband know. So she now met my husband and directed him the place. So we now got to this place. And since that day, before we run from one hospital to another, I stayed in my shop. My husband would just call me, run and come, oh, I'm very weak, I cannot get up. But since that day, the man of God prayed for him. We are not running from one hospital to another.
Put your hands together for Jesus Christ.
He has been okay. He can help me in the house now. Before, he will not be able to fetch water. He will not be able to do anything. But now, he can help to bathe the children, to help me to do some certain things. And I will be in the shop relaxed till a point that I will come to the house. How are you doing? He said, I'm fine. So I'm so grateful to God. I said, God, you have done so much for me. I cannot say. The next testimony I have is about this journey that I've just came back from. It was not easy, but with God, it was so simple. One day I had a dream. It's as if someone was calling my name, shouting my name. One voice said, don't go and open the door. One voice said, go and open. That voice you heard, you know it. I said, no, that I will not go and open the door. So all of a sudden, I saw my husband got up in that dream and peeped on the window. And he now called me, come and see what I'm seeing. That it's a ghost. I was like, I now came out and looked at it. Immediately I looked at it. Those people that was outside were saying, keep quiet. People are around. They are watching us. So immediately they said that the next thing I saw was the handkerchief the man of God gave my children during resumption time. I saw the handkerchief was a kind of wall, as in that was covering us. They were not able to see us. When I got up, I was like, that no one should take whatever the man of God, no matter how little it is, that it is a mantle. That thing can fight for you when you are weak. So, because before I was so afraid, I would just sit down. Each time I buy any of my baby things, a voice will come to me and tell me, what if you go and you will not come back with this baby? You will not use this thing on your baby. I will reject that voice. But since that time, after that dream, I was so bold. I was not afraid. I said that God is with us, that there is nothing that will happen. I will go and come back with my baby. So I was so shocked, sure, and said that God, I give you all the glory. I give you all the honor.
Put your hands together for Jesus Christ. So, Ma, what would be your advice to everybody, every mother, every pregnant woman all around the world that is watching you?
My advice would be, do not be afraid. Some people will come and tell you when you are pregnant, be prayerful. This journey is not easy. But I want you to hold on to God and believe Him that sent you will bring you back safely. Do not be afraid that God is with you.
I want to give God thanks. I cannot thank God enough. What the enemy meant for evil, God turned it around for my good.
Hallelujah.
I want to tell you, whatever situation you are, hold fast on God. Do not give up. Whatever report that the doctor give you, whatever verdict that has been passed over your life, God has the final say.